Hello, just a small video. I just wanted to talk about symptoms while I'm having these issues. One of the many issues, fibromyalgia, but this sort of speaks volumes in terms of the sort of condition and how it affects people. So why I'm putting my hands in front of the screen, in front of the lens, is so what I've been doing the last few days. You've probably seen from the things my dad got me. One of my presents was this fire thing, because he knows I love making fires, and I needed a new one, and I've been burning the rubbish in the garden the last few days. Sitting down, obviously I'm not standing too much, but I'm sitting down burning bits and pieces. We had the gardener recently, and so there's been a lot of sort of excess stuff to burn. But forgetting that, the problem is with my hands at the moment is just tearing those cardboard boxes up. Yes, I've been going back and forth, but not a massive amount. I've been trying to sit down as much as possible in front of the fire and just keep adding bits and pieces. Even ripping those cardboard boxes up and stuff has given me only what I can describe as feeling of sort of severe bruising in the hands. Didn't really notice at the time. Yes, I was getting a bit tired ripping stuff, and near the end it was becoming increasingly difficult to rip things. And I'm sure many people with fibromyalgia, or when you're having a hard time or less energy, you find it even difficult opening packets of stuff, and I certainly have that, and I've had that on many occasions where my strength is just sort of depleted really, and I'm pretty fucking useless. And it's at those points where you really sort of get aggravated most by the condition, because you're just sort of being, but you just got no oomph, you've got nothing left to give. You sort of sit down and have to rest because that's all you can do. But the thing, as I say, yes, I was tired, but I didn't notice any sort of pain or anything. Next day, when I go up and you move your hands to sort of press to get up, pressure on the hands, I was like, oh fuck, it feels bruised in my hands. And then throughout today and all of today, it really has been difficult to do anything. Even sort of gripping glasses and stuff, this all feels tender and tight. And it is just, again, another case in point of an over-exaggeration to the nervous system responding in a, I don't know a better way to put it, in a really, retarded way. It's like, oh God, there's some severe, it's not like I've been hammering my hands with stuff, I was just ripping cardboard. And this is the problem with fibromyalgia. Even things that would possibly tire somebody who doesn't have this condition, it sort of end result is it tells the nervous system there's something wrong there, and then you feel pain and aching in the bones and the joints in those areas. And the last time I did it, as I mentioned in the previous video, was opening just one of those milk rings, those plastic things. I pulled it and this finger hurt fucking weeks after. It wasn't excessively bad like it was initially, but it stayed there, and I can, later and today, it's now the evening. It's not great. It's not pain like severe agony, but it's tight, and it hurts if I try to do anything physically demanding with them, which is these days opening packets and stuff. So it's I just wanted to do a video on it because it's sort of a very realistic reality for us people with fibro. It's and I do, quite a lot of times I make jokes about my condition with friends and stuff like that, because it's, it's the best medicine really, is, trying to laugh around the pain really, and that is my life at this time. But it is idiotic to anybody who's, previously not had this condition to know, what normal feels like. And then to have these symptoms, it is a joke. I mean, it's ridiculous compared to what I was doing before, but I don't want to go down that avenue again, because I've said that so many times, what I was doing with, work and this, that and the other. But yeah, I just wanted to post these symptoms because it's, if you're feeling similar things in its early stages, you're not really sure what's going on, or you've just been told you've got fibro and it's been diagnosed finally, I'm sure having other people, it certainly did for me, say to you, yes, what you are having is normal, and it's, as it's all about going, as I've mentioned in previous videos again, pacing and stuff like that. It's a never-ending sort of struggle to find where that balance is of doing stuff. But certainly, yeah, this is reality. I'm sure it will get better again in my hands. But yeah, it will take time. But it's really weird, especially for, I've mentioned here again in other videos, that strain in the arm's always there. Like I've done something, and all this time later, it's still sort of in the arm, and I'm just like, well, will that ever go away? You know, because a lot of my symptoms have moved or changed around, certainly in the last year or so. Sorry about that, phone going off. Yeah, it's very odd. This condition is very odd. It's very hard to understand. And you know, a lot of the time I do understand why medical professions do find it so hard to diagnose what the hell's going on, because it's such a array of symptoms, and a lot of it is just, even when you know you've got fibro, a lot of doctors will either dismiss it as it even being a thing, or the other ones will tell you, like my GP, who's good, who, you know, was the initial one who diagnosed it and stuff, told me, you know, essentially what it is, but the understanding behind it and reasoning, he just hands up said, I don't know what it is, we don't know what it is. 20 years time we'll probably have a cure for it, but this time we know why it's happening, in terms of a problem with the spinal cord and the brain connecting the information, the neurons, and sort of pain and stuff. But apart from that, they know very little, and that's why we're all in this state. Anyway, I'm sort of spewing off as I usually do in my videos. Sorry, phone. Should have muted that before I started recording. But yeah, it's just one of the many symptoms of fibro. But anyhow, I hope you're having a good day, or as good as you can be, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you later.